Hello everyone. Today we are going to be asking the question, just how annoyed is Harry at the King and Prince William? Yes, today was the handover. It is May the 13th. The King has given William, Prince of Wales, a patronage that used to belong to the King, and it is the Army Air Corps Patronage. You know, the one with the Apache helicopters, you know, that Harry used to co-pilot or something, or be a gunner on, whatever it was. Yes, that happened today. So we're going to be having a look now that news of this has happened, now that we've seen William fly in a helicopter. We are going to have a look and see in the cards what Harry's response is to all of this. Especially now the photos are out, because it kind of hits different once someone sees something like that. So we are going to have a look with that. And then we might look and see how William feels about it all. But we'll see how we get on. Now, depending on how this video goes, you'll probably find out in the thumbnail. I haven't done the thumbnail yet, because I don't know what the video is going to be like. I don't know what energy the cards are going to bring straight away. So we'll let the cards do the speaking. So you've probably got a heads up from whatever I put on the thumbnail of how this reading's going to go. So you know more than me at this point. So that's cool. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, all of that YouTubery stuff. Let's crack on with it. Okay, ready? Okay, how's he feel? Two of Pentacles in reverse, really. This is really interesting, because I've just done a reading that I will probably be putting up before this reading goes out, and the Two of Pentacles is what's known about the situation, was the above card for Harry. And he is feeling quite discombobulated, I would say. Work-life pressures, managing how he sees himself and how he values himself in this world. I think the activities that we do to earn our money, to earn our esteem, to earn our whatever we do in the world, he hasn't got the it cuts him. It's upset him. It's made him feel ungrounded, up in the air. And there is some loss and regret there as well. And he's trying not to let it show, because there's one thing that's going to bother him. If there's one thing that's going to bother him, it's military patronages. More than anything else, it really gets to him. He thinks he's more deserving of military patronages than any other members of his family, even though, like, William has trained with the army, the King was in the Navy, Uncle Andrew was in the Navy. You know, he seems to think he's got the ownership on just being a regular kind of like soldier, but he hasn't. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse above. So he is looking at this, and he is thinking they're being unnecessarily harsh to him. He is feeling sorry for himself. But something underneath here, we have the Three of Wands. He has been very heartened by the tour of Nigeria. Now, I think he's got contacts overseas. I think he's got people he relates to overseas. But I really feel with the Three of Wands underneath, he is got longer plans. He is trying to do the long game. They're very instant, Harry and Meghan. They want all of their, they want everything to be rewarded constantly all the time, and everything they do to be met with a big round of applause. The Three of Wands underneath shows to me that he is going to try and rebuild his life with Meghan. And I really see him focusing on places that are overseas to him and Meghan. So you're looking at Commonwealth countries. You're looking at Commonwealth countries with certain demographics in them. He's got a plan. And his plan is to undermine and set up their own kind of quasi-royal court throughout the Commonwealth and in California. The devil is in reverse, leaving the situation. He was angry about this. And the hermit is in reverse. He is actually quite angry about this. And there's the star, what's on his mind. And there's the chariot in reverse surrounding him. So he believes this is more William. He will believe that it is William. The chariot is astrologically, it is the Cancer, sun sign Cancer. William is sun sign Cancer. Harry is a Virgo, so he is the hermit. And William is the chariot. He wanted some healing. Harry wants some healing and things to come his way and to make him feel better about himself. The star is possibly the most hopeful card. So he's feeling very hopeful. We've got the Three of Wands and the star. He's feeling very hopeful. He's feeling very, what's it say? Hopeful about the rest of his existence with Megsy, at least. But he is annoyed at Harry is really annoyed at William with that chariot in reverse. Really annoyed at William. The devil leaving the situation is obsessional, destructive behaviors that everyone can see. And I really feel like Harry's behavior and how he behaved, this is the royals just saying, enough. We've had it. Pack it in. Jog on, feathers. We've had enough of this now. This really is the royals saying that to him with that devil in reverse there. They can't be bothered with the petulant man anymore. I feel like with the hermit in reverse, he is going to build up to do and saying something relating to this or shading this somehow. See what his hopes and fears are. Ace of Swords, interesting. Now we have the Sun. He really is wanting to start his own court. Now, the Nigeria trip was all about optics. It was all about getting footage for either Netflix or Paramount or something like that. They're going to put something out. I feel like the star, really, Harry is ready to maybe spill some tea. And it could potentially be with an Aquarius. Now you've got Ellen, you've got Oprah, both Aquarians. It could well relate to that. And we've got the Sun there as well. So there's lots of foreshadowing of mentioning the kids, but we never see the kids. The recollections that may vary how many kids there are and how they got here and all of that stuff. But that Sun there, the Sun, he's going to act like he is the only son of Diana. You know that? There's going to be a point where that happens. I think they're lining up all of their ducks in a row here. You've got potentially them binning off the Arswell branding. You've got the Nigeria trip, which is all about optics. You've got as well the mentioning of the children. They really are really trying now to set up the royal court. Part of it is to grab up little kind of like, part of it is to grab the attention of certain demographics. And we can see that the plan has been all along to undermine the monarchy. Look what happened when William and Catherine went to Jamaica. And then Harry and Meghan in Nigeria, and it was went swimmingly, but it didn't though, did it? There's plenty of rumours, there's plenty of stuff. I think Dan Wootton's releasing something about it soon. This stuff, it wasn't a bed of roses, it wasn't great. We had some squaddies turn up. Let's have a look at William. William. He does appear on Harry's, but let's see if William even gives a jot about any of this. How does William feel about taking over the Army Air Corps? Now, if you've been with me a while, you'll know that I did predict that there was going to be something happen around patronages. And even though the king gave William the nod that William was going to get this last year, I believe, it wasn't until a few weeks ago it was announced when the handover was going to be happening. And I was like, there's something coming up with patronages. And I was like, thinking it would probably be, maybe it's something to do with Truth in the Colour. And then Edward's got some more patronages. And then William's, this happens. So let's have a look at William. Ten of Wands, burden lifted. Okay, he feels okay about it. It's done now. It's done. The Seven of Swords crossing over. Okay, let me just see what's above. William knows it's a new start and he's happy to do it. He is quite optimistic at the minute, which is good to hear for William, because he's been through it this year. He really has. So I'm happy that we see the Fool energy. It's kind of like a bouncing back a bit. And I like hearing that about William. The Seven of Swords, though, I think Harry always thought that the Army Air Corps was going to be his. I think they have little meetings or little chats when Harry's been before Meghan, and they've always talked about stuff like this. Oh, well, who gets what, you know? And I really think that the Army Air Corps was always going to be his. I also suspect that the royals know a little bit more than Harry and Megxie think they do about how they're running things, what they want to do with their time, how they want to kind of like get into things. They really do, with that Seven of Swords crossing over. That is taking something. That is espionage. So there's something coming along this tracks with espionage. King of Pentacles in reverse. Bye. Bye, Harry. So Harry is represented on here. He is gone. Absolutely gone. I really feel what's going to happen next. Page of Swords. Okay. Harry is left the royals. William sees him as completely gone. The Ten of Pentacles is a wealthy family. Now this Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. William is not happening. Don't know you. Don't know anything about you. Jog on. The Nine of Wands, he is very protective of his boundaries. He's feeling a little bit battered and a little bit bruised, I feel, certainly. And I've been saying this in the readings for a while, ever since the Catherine news came out, that he is drained by the constant criticism. Catherine's got an eating disorder. Catherine's in a mental institute. Catherine's on the other side. William beat her up. All of this nonsense. He's about had it with it. Interesting that we have the 5 of Cups and we have the 5 of Cups for Harry as well. This is what he hopes. He hopes. Harry is regretting all of this. William couldn't give a toss. He hopes Harry regrets it. He hopes it eats him up. He hopes he eats it up alive. The royals know more about Harry and Megsy's dodgy dealings than anyone. Don't tell you that the royals don't know nothing. They do. They really do. They are. And with this, you really think William, who is in charge of the Duchy of Cornwall, William, who is embedded in the armed with uniformed and armed services, William and the King pay for Nigeria? No. So Meghan can pretend to be a princess? No. And there's the 4 of Wands in reverse. I feel when it comes to William and Harry, the Page of Swords is there. So there is going to be some more stuff that is said about this in the press. What is it? It is May the 13th. It's 20 to 9 at night. So you've probably got some more stories that are going to come out about it. The 4 of Wands is in reverse. That could be arsewell going arse up. Because we're talking about William and Harry here. I've got a feeling that the Harkles are going to try and get to William again through the press, through puff pieces and all of that kind of stuff. And the 4 of Wands shows a breaking down of some foundation. Now we're talking about Harry and William here. I'd like to appoint everybody like that. That 4 of Wands could be Harry's. Maybe some reports coming out of LA, out of Cali, that Olive Garden mansion isn't a little love shack like they like to make out. Some interesting cards. We've got Death here. I just want to talk about this card really briefly. It's 2 things. King Charles being very harsh, burning away of the old to bring in the new, and that's what he has done. Because the Death card relates to a Scorpio and our king is a Scorpio. And it also can mean for William that Harry has gone so far beyond the pale. He has forever severed their relationships. And I will leave you with that, especially with that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I hope you've enjoyed these readings. I hope you've had a good day today, whatever you've been up to. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you in a bit for some more readings and stuff. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.